Hello everyone, I'm the Nerdy Fool, and welcome back to more Starfield. We'll be continuing where we left off last time, but first I'll make a brief statement that I'm moving Starfield to Fridays because my schedule is shifting a bit, and so I will only be able to stream every other week. And I figured Starfield would be the better game to make every other week rather than Zelda. As such, I won't be playing Starfield next week, but the game might end up playing a bit longer, which hopefully means I might still be playing it when Bethesda gets around to putting out their next DLC or whatever. So, as for the... This isn't the load I wanted. So I did wander around a bit, trying to figure out... trying to figure out the missing... powers, the temples that I couldn't find. But I don't want to go back to those areas. I think Jemison is where we were on my last real save. That was the auto save at the end of my exploration. Anyway, yeah, so back to my actual game. So I figured out why I couldn't find the temples. There's apparently a known bug that Bethesda hasn't bothered fixing yet. So it's not my mods. I turned off all my mods and it didn't fix it. But if you have certain of those temple quests, nope, not that. Gotta get back into the game. Here we go. No, we're wanting missions. These. There we go. Power from Beyond. If you have some of these quests at the time when you pass a certain point in the main quest, it just breaks them and no longer gives you the points of how to find them. And since they don't tell you what where these locations are, you're just sort of screwed. Like, it doesn't tell you what system they're in. So I did some Googling, figured out where they're at, and so I think we'll start out with finally collecting these. Beyond that, I don't know. We finished the faction quest for the United Colonies last time, so could keep doing that, but I think I want to get back to the main quest. I'm going to do these Power from Beyonds, and then we'll go back to the main quest and sort things out from there. So system-wise, Wakashi and Skink are in Cheyenne, which is the system that Ko's family are in, Sam Ko. And then Procyon 4 is in Alpha Centauri. No, is in Procyon A, which is left of Alpha Centauri. So, first we'll go to Cheyenne and get both of these. Yes, so we just finished exploring our new home up there, which I'll figure out how I want to furnish it and whatnot at some point. But first I gotta get back to my ship, I guess, which I can fast travel to that. Don't place down markers. I want to... There we go. Aquila. That was the name of the planet I was thinking of. Or city. Yeah. Cheyenne is the home system that had Aquila City in it. So that's up here. So then there's Skink, and there's Washaki. So, again, there's no marker pointing where to go, even though it's my active quest, but we've got this scanner anomaly, and so that's what we're actually going to want to go to. Go to the planet map, do a scan in case I haven't already, just because, and let's land at this anomaly. But it'll be good to get all these Powers from Beyond quests taken care of. Hello.
I am satisfied to see that you survived your most recent sleep cycle.
Okay, so now finally the quest is showing up now that we're on planet. And we can see that we need to go this way. Yeah. It's not giving me distance to it because that distance marker is just how close I am to the ground. The like 3 meters, whatever. Man, you can't see anything on this planet though. So it's a good thing that marker showed up. If it didn't, I'd be just screwed. Oh. I have run out of oxygen again. Man, how far away is this? We go to... Okay. Can't really see. I'm about halfway to it, looks like, based on where my ship was. Okay. Quest upgraded that I've gotten closer. Oh, I think I can barely see it right up there. Yeah, there we are. Temple Theta. I just gotta figure out where the easiest entrance is to this place. No. Probably there. That looks like the standard long hallway that leads in. Yeah. Okay. Let me in. All right, where you at? There we go. There's one. Two. Nope. Three. I don't actually know how many this takes. 4. 5. Looks like 5. Solar flare. Nice and easy. Alright, and my ship is where? Let's just go directly to the ship. Alright, and now we want to go to Skink, that is also in this system. Right there. And we'll be going to this other anomaly. Abandoned research tower, industrial outpost, yeah. Is that course to Skink? Yes. Give it a scan, and then land at the anomaly.
Beginning landing cycle.
And I noticed I didn't have one of my followers with me, which was odd. Yeah. So maybe I'll talk to people on my ship, and I think Sarah was supposed to be a follower, but she wasn't following me, so at some point that got messed up, I guess.
Something you need?
Yes. If I can talk to you, please.
Sorry to pull you aside like this, but I wanted to take a moment to congratulate you.
Oh,
Taking those steps to eradicate the terramorph threat is essential to the safety of every living thing in the settled systems. You should be proud.
well, thank you. Something had to be done. Those creatures are dangerous. It's a relief that the situation's being handled. I think you're overstating things a bit, or thanks, but I'd rather talk about this later. Something had to be done.
Yes, exactly. I'm glad you treated the situation with the urgency it deserved.
Of course.
Well, I'm relieved that the United Colonies agreed to use their genetically engineered microbe to exterminate the terramorphs. Apparently, their decision was based on your recommendation. That was a smart choice you've made. A solid scientific decision.
I was concerned that you'd be against the decision. I'm trusting the science on this one. Science doesn't exactly have a track record of being infallible. I mean, that is true. We basically agreed to send out a bioweapon with the assumption that it won't mutate and start hurting people. But who knows? But better than populating a bunch of dangerous alien animals around, I guess. I was concerned you'd be against the decision.
Against it? Not at all. I follow the science. If Chief Engineer Kulkarni believes that the microbe will be effective, then we have to trust her experience.
Yes, that's true. I'm glad I made the right decision. I hear what you're saying, but I don't know if I'm convinced. To be honest, I have second thoughts about releasing an unproven microbe into our ecosystem. Yeah, so I do have second thoughts on that, but I do think it was the right decision. I wouldn't say I'm having second thoughts, but I am worried.
Good, good.
But it's the right
I
decision.
think it was some kind of mistake. Despite the Lazarus plant being simply locked away, your decision has made the settled systems a safer place to live for years to come.
Yeah, I mean, even if the Lazarus plant is locked away, we're still getting rid of those parasite worm leeches, whatever. And that's also great. Your approval always makes me feel more confident, Sarah. It does help to hear that, thank you. I do trust you, but now I'm concerned that this virus is beyond our understanding. I don't think that I is supposed to be there. So you disapprove of my decision to lock away the Lazarus plant? No, didn't sound like it. Your approval makes me feel more confident.
Oh, well, of course. I'm happy to be there for you. If there's anything else you ever feel like discussing, you let me know.
Of course. But I still want to talk to you about following me.
Yes?
You ready to head back out?
More than ready. Let's go.
Feels like the game periodically has has the followers stop following, and I don't know what the rule is of why it does that, but just sometimes I'll go out on a mission and suddenly my follower isn't following me anymore.
Captain Orion, it is pleasant to see you.
Okay. Where's our outpost? I would guess that... No? That's an unknown. But I would think that would be what we're looking for. Someone just is landing here. Odd. This is a very remote, desolate planet. Are they pirates of some sort? I'm gonna do a small detour because they're here. And they're not that far away. And I'll just have my gun out just for moral support. Looks like Twitch is twitching today. At least on my end. It keeps crashing. But the YouTube streams will be fine. Hopefully anyone trying to watch on Twitch isn't too put off by it being problematic. Ooh, copper here. Nice. Fluorine. What else do we have on this planet? Nickel. You're not showing. Okay. Cobalt, fluorine. No, stay up. Nickel, silver, mercury, lead. There's some good materials here. I don't know if I would say that it's all of the ideal materials that I would want for an outpost, which I do still want to do an outpost at some point. Keeps crashing, very annoying. My wait for YouTube. Yeah, that's what I was saying is I'm noticing Twitch is having a problem. More so today than usual. I mean, hopefully it'll resolve itself. It did that one time with Zelda when it was freaking out, where after about half an hour to an hour, it sort of settled down. So I'm hoping it'll sort itself out, but I don't want to just keep dropping settings because it spontaneously this time decides to not act up properly. Alright. Where's this ship? Right over here? Yeah. It's 300 meters away still. What are you? Okay, there's our silver. Oh, ran out of air. Looks like that one's lead up there. Got it. Got a pretty long range at this point. I put in a few upgrades to my scanner, perk-wise. There's also a zoom that I never use. Yeah, who are you guys? Ship landing. Ah, Varun. Okay. Then this is almost certainly going to be a fight. Because Varun are the religious zealots that kill everyone they see. Yes? Want to talk?
I will leave.
Alright. I tried to talk to you, so this is all on you. Oh, goodbye, ship. They all have these Nova Blast disruptors.
Speak to you.
Oh, they're EM rifles. Cool. Let's see. You're the one I already searched. There should be one more, I thought. There we go. Nice that they show up so well on the scanner. I can just see where all the bodies are. Well, guess I should have tried sneaking onto the ship first. Alright, Twitch is now saying that my speed is excellent rather than before where it was unstable, so hopefully the problems have resolved themselves. I am hoping to get better internet soon, though my current internet isn't bad, but it's a work in progress. There's fiber being offered in my area, and so here's hoping at some point it'll get hooked up. Oh, my quest changed so that now I need to talk to Sarah rather than keep going up there, which is fine. If she ever catches up with me, I'll talk to her. Man, you are slow. Alright, fine. What do you want to talk about?
Ever since we talked about the Battle of Cassiopeia, I can't get what happened out of my mind.
Tell it was still bothering you? I told you it wasn't your fault. I don't have time to talk about this right now. I could tell it was still bothering you.
Was it that obvious?
Yeah.
I thought I could handle these memories, but until I return to Cassiopeia, I'll never be able to put this to rest.
Let me help you? That might do more harm than good. Seeing the wreckage isn't going to bring back your crew. How will traveling to Cassiopeia put your concerns to rest? Definitely let me help you, but I'm hoping I can also ask this. How do you think it will help you put your concern to rest?
The last time I saw my crew, their escape shuttle was headed for the planet's surface. I need to find the wreckage to ensure their memories are honored.
Alright, well then let me help you.
I would like that. Actually, I need that. One problem though. Pinpointing the crew's shuttle wreckage is going to be like trying to find a grain of salt in a sandbox. I think we need to start by locating my old campsite on Cassiopeia 1.
Okay. You never told me where you ended up after the battle. If they had taken your shuttle, you're lucky you made it to safety. All the Dauntless escape shuttles were damaged. And what eventually happened to the Dauntless? What eventually happened to the Dauntless?
Shortly after I evacuated, I saw the ship come apart. The UC listed it as lost, so I assume the Dauntless was completely destroyed.
And all the escape shuttles were damaged?
The Dauntless took heavy fire to the docking section during the battle. We had 3 shuttles. One was destroyed, and the other 2 were damaged. There was no other way off the ship.
You're lucky you made it to safety.
Lucky? Compared to my crew, I hit the goddamn jackpot. Still, I'll never forget my finger hovering over that launch button. Would I launch safely, or explode into a fireball? It turned out that my shuttle had just enough power to allow an emergency landing on the planet's surface.
Took one heck of a chance. I can't imagine how relieved you felt after you landed. It's not like you had a choice. Yeah, it's one heck of a chance.
I had no other choice.
True. I'll set course for the Cassiopeia system. We need to get you back there to face your demons. Definitely true. Do you think putting this to rest will get you back on your feet? What do you know about Cassiopeia 1, and what are you hoping to find at your old campsite? What are you hoping to find at the campsite?
My shuttle
telemetry tracking data for the other shuttle aboard. It should give us an idea where it went down.
Okay, good.
That's if scavengers haven't completely stripped my ship for parts.
And what do you know about Cassiopeia 1?
It has a breathable atmosphere, indigenous fauna, and maybe a few abandoned mining outposts. Otherwise, it's not populated.
I'll set course for the Cassiopeia system.
Hold on. I don't know the exact location of my survival campsite. For that, we are going to have to head to Mast and see if we can get the information from my old friend, Admiral Logan.
Uh-huh. Sensing tension between you and Admiral Logan, visiting Mast might stir up painful memories. We've been to Mast a bunch of times. Come on. You should let me handle Admiral Logan alone. No. Well, I'm not going to say I'm a nobody, but this is about her. She's going to have better results. But yes, I'm sensing tension.
Your instincts are right on target. Logan and I butted heads more than once during my time with the Navigator Corps. We've never seen eye to eye. Look, I hope this isn't asking too much. Last thing I want to do is drag you into some kind of personal crusade.
Crusades are my specialty. Members of the Constellation stick together. Your well-being is important to me. Members of Constellation stick together.
That's why I need you by my side. Truth is, I'm scared. When I set foot on Cassiopeia, I don't know if I'll be able to handle what I find. If I begin to fall apart, I need someone I can trust to keep me in check.
Makes sense. I'll have your back. I appreciate the confidence. You're too tough to fall apart. What are you expecting to find on Cassiopeia?
Besides bad memories, I don't know. I'm trying not to think about it. Not yet.
Well, I'll have your back.
I know you will. You've always been there when I've needed your help. Why you continue to support me, I'll never understand.
Because you're the head of Constellation? It's what friends do for one another, Sarah. It's because I care what happens to you, Sarah. Flirt, it's because I love you, Sarah. I care what happens to you, Sarah.
I feel the same way about you. Oh, I've been so busy searching the stars for answers, I've overlooked what's been in front of me all this time. True friendship. Something I've denied myself for far too long.
Well, that ends today. What, the true friendship? You've been critical of yourself for far too long, Sarah. Don't start crying on me now. What about Aja?
Traveling out here with you, I've discovered that friendships change by circumstance. I worked closely with Aja on long space voyages, so we became friendly. When she quit Constellation, the friendship ended. But I'm certain at this point, even if you and I were separated by a great distance, we'd never lose touch.
You've been critical of yourself for too long. Friend zone? I mean, I haven't been choosing the flirt options, so you could argue that I've friend zoned her rather than she's friend zoned me. But yes, you've been critical of yourself for far too long.
You're right. I have. Hey, anyway, I've taken up enough of your time. I know you have a lot to do. I really appreciate your offer to visit Cassiopeia. Hopefully, it'll bring me the closure that I've needed for far too long.
Okay. So we need to talk to Sam Coe now. We need to talk to Andrea. Alright. Everyone wants to talk to me. Proceed to New Atlantis. I think that's the quest she was just talking about. As this stands, though, it says it's still active, but it's not pointing me this direction. Hopefully when I get closer, it'll finally say that this is the right location. Because it's definitely messing with my scanner. Yeah, we've got unknown 800 meters away as I slowly suffocate myself. It's clearly this giant hill, but it looks like what I'm looking for is down here. So either it's on the other side, or maybe it's one of these structures. I'm unsure. Because I don't think I can get all the way up that without any ledges or anything to climb on. Yeah, so speak to Admiral Logan. That's that quest for her. Yeah. Can't climb this. Because there's nothing to stand on. Skyriming only gets so far. I can't jump because I'm not on solid ground. Ah, come on. Okay. Do I think it's up there? No, it's gotta be you, which is this direction. It's not clear how to get there. Currently working on the theory that if I somehow get to the top of all of this, there'll be a bowl in the middle that I'm trying to get to. Okay, let's recharge our boost. I don't even know where Sarah's at.
Still have so much to learn.
Oh, you teleported in front of me. That is a power I wish I had. Okay. So this is definitely the roof of the facility. Just now I gotta figure out where the entrance is. It always puts me on the roof after the power activates, but it's never clear how I get to the roof. Yeah, I think I need to get down lower and try and find a doorway. Ah, this looks like the doorway's in. Ow. I dropped down after that little door thing, which is cool, but unfortunately took lots of damage. But I assume that divider was too high up to get past, but no. It's got a gap there, so if you can get over the top of it, you don't have to wait for it to lower. Alright. Oh, I didn't look at what my other power did. And I probably should have. So that was solar flare. Oh, I'm missing it. There we go. Nope, nope. Ah, nope. Barely got it. Just missed it. Missed it again. There we go. I think that's it. No? One more? Come on. How many of these do I have to do? There we go. Hello? The animation failed to put me in the center.